Hey, back out again on my bike. This time I'm just on a local ride in the area where I live. Couple hours ride, quite a lot of trails, off-road, hills, a lot of variety. I call it my training route. Not that I'm any kind of athlete, like, in fact, far from it. But it's I do this ride just to, try and maintain my fitness even through the winter as well. But now the weather's getting better, it just makes the whole thing more enjoyable. So I just thought I'd bring you along if you're interested to see the route and, see what happens. So the area that I live in, North Durham in the UK, called Stanley, hasn't got a great reputation for some reason. I don't know why. It's like everywhere else. It's good parts and bad parts. I like it. Where I live is a nice quiet area, but for cycling, especially off-road, there's trails all over the place. You can go out on your bike and with 5 minutes you're on this kind of stuff, and if you're heading west, you're out in the sticks before you know it. There's a little tip for you. If you're ever struggling to get up a hill, get your headphones in and put the training montage from Rocky 1, 2, 3 and especially Rocky 4 for me. Right, we're at the top. Just stopped to take my arm warmers off. Can't believe how warm it's getting. So this here is called Chapman's Well. Can't make words out. Chapman's Well Nature Reserve. Been coming through here for years. Gorgeous through here. There's like a natural pond with all different kinds of birds on. And it's, at the minute, the trails are bone dry, but in the winter, they're so unrideable, barely walkable to be honest. So, got to make the most of the trails when they're dry. Aye, and also down here, there's we might see the wild horses. See them now and again, reintroduced. Into the wild about 5-10 years ago. I don't know that exact story. Exmoor ponies. There's about 11 of them. They're great to see. So it's one of the highlights when I'm out on my bike or a walk. Can you see that I'm moving around? I'm just trying to get in a shot. I think there's a couple of horses down there. People on horses. Right, let's go. Yeah! I think I'm going that way as well. Yeah. I'm coming the same way. Yeah. It's all right, aye? Is the horses all right for us to pass, are they? Right. I know they can be spooked quite easy, can't they? Is it alright to go past now, is it? Right. Have you seen the wild horses down there, have you?
Yeah.
Aye.
They're lush.
Yeah.
Go by now,
Yeah.
so
Thank you.
fine.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Got to make the most of the weather, haven't you? Yes. Hey, I feel hype by the day again. I told you I didn't need drink. I feel like I got a load of energy as well. Must have been that porridge I had this morning. Proper porridge as well, mate. None of this oats so simple crap. That's not proper porridge, that's junk food apparently. Do you know how I make my porridge? Yes, I am the Prince of Trivia. Just normal. What the hell? It's got to be a park ranger, surely. You alright? Ah, he is. Aye, so talking about porridge. Right. Just bog standard oats, you know, the cheap stuff you can get from Tesco, Aldi. Just the cheaper ones now added on the own. Make them in the pan or just in the microwave with milk. You need to put a little bit more milk than what you think. And then I'll put trail mix on the top. Nuts and raisins with, get the best honey you can on the top. Right, just on some of these trails now in Chapman's Well Nature Reserve. So that's what I was going to say about my YouTube channel before. When I first started posting videos on years ago, it wasn't even my idea, it was Michelle's, my wife's idea. I used to make my bike videos, I used to make them years ago just to watch back from my own enjoyment, you know what I mean, reminiscing my trips. And Michelle's going, why don't you put them on YouTube? And I'm like, who's going to be interested in them? But people did watch them, but I don't know why I didn't post them more regular. I don't know. I've never done it for money. I didn't even know you could make money off them. And I wouldn't do it for that. I mean, it would be nice, yeah, make a little bit of, oh, you seen that? There's a deer. Hello, deer. Oh, see what I mean about this place? I'm saying, yeah, it would be nice to make money, I suppose, but that's certainly not the reason I would do it. I do biking, bikepacking, cycling, mountain biking, whatever you call it, completely for enjoyment. I'm not competitive, got no interest in that. I just do it for fun, really. Let's see what happens anyway. So, that's what I was going to say. See this bit here? I'll just lift my bike over the fence. In here, right. So another thing about this place is like endless amounts of bivvy spots. What's them birds over there? I always think it's some sort of like exotic bird when I say, but when I look closer it's a pigeon. In here, this field, this goes on for miles, this area. And what they've actually got in here is wild horses. When people walk past, I think they're just, you know, like horses you see in the field that belong to people, but they're not. The Exmoor ponies that were introduced into the wild, I don't know how long ago now, 5-10 years ago. I often see them. Sometimes they're like really close. Sometimes you'll see them in the distance. I think there's about 10 or 11 of them. It's just amazing when you see that, like, I think. You know what I mean? Like, at one time, that's the way animals would have lived, like horses, before they were like domesticated by man. Yeah, interesting. Nice to see. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna crack on now. See, I'm happy. I'm happy again because I'm on my bike. Right, see you the next one. Yes! Lovely round here, like. So, like I say, this is not that far from where I live. When I first discovered these trails, actually my mate Glenn, he showed us these trails years ago, and I was like shocked when I seen them. I was like, God, you could be anywhere here. You know what I mean? You can't see any roads, anything, nothing in the distance, nothing modern, apart from that pylon thing. Just a gorgeous place. You could be anywhere in the country, but it's just amazing when the trails are dry though. Oh, I'm loving this. So good for you, innit? getting out, exercise, good for your physical health, and most importantly, I think, good for your mental health and well-being. I mean, I come back after a bike ride and I say to Michelle, my wife, I'm hyper, I'm buzzing. What's wrong with you, Lee? You been drinking? No, I've been out on my bike. All right. She knows what I'm like. Remember that feeling you used to have when you went out on your bike when you were 10? Well, I somehow still got it. And I think a lot of people who ride bikes probably think the same, you know. This is a nice little village called Lanchester. Used to be a lovely restaurant here, Italian restaurant called Dino's, but it closed down through COVID. Actually, looks like there's another one open. Just go and have a look. No, it's not a restaurant. Unless you want your nails done. It just so happens they've called it Bellissimo, which is that's Italian, isn't it? That's a nice one, and I see that one there. It's called Yanni's. It's like a Greek kind of restaurant, kind of thing. Indian takeaway there. Never had an Indian from there before. I'll have to try it. So we're just coming round to the cycle path now. Lanchester Valley route, route 14. Yeah. With a little hill. That's not a hill. That's a hill. So this is route 14, Susterland's route 14. That's what's good about cycle routes, the Susterland's routes. I mean, you can, if you like riding on trails, which I do, you can add a lot of the cycle path Susterland's routes to connect them. I mean, just off here, there's just single track trails and all sorts around here. That's why I love it. If you head west, you're out into the Durham Dales, and then there's more trails up there, bivvy spots. I'm always looking for a bivvy spot, like ideal bivvy spot. That one I had the other day was ideal. The one in Northumberland. Look at that scenery, man. So you see over there in the horizon up those hills, loads of routes up there. Loads of bivvy spots as well. I bivvied up there before, in that area anyway. A lovely reservoir called Tunstall Reservoir over there. I'll cover that in another video. Hey, I'm setting myself up there, promises, yeah, nah? Well, that's my plan. Anyway, just want to tell you about this this farm shop. It's called Nitsley Farm Shop. Me and Michelle discovered it years ago on my bikes, believe it or not, and it's an amazing farm shop, like.
So the next thing is, I said, so depending on what the weather's like, might be something super technology. Right.
That thing I've just looked through there, I think they turned that into like an outdoor cafe for cyclists. I mean, when you look, it's just right on the cycle route. It's one of those kind of places that's got such a good reputation, they don't need advertising. Nitsley Farm, in a place called, can you guess? Yeah, Nitsley. There's another cafe up further on, which I'll, actually I might go in there. I haven't got my lock. There's a cafe, so this one here is like quite expensive. There's a one further up called Houndsgill Cafe, right? And it's one of those rare places, like over the years with inflation, the bloke who owns it hasn't put the prices up. I think that's amazing, that, like. Hey, look at this. Look at this scenery, man. Yes, where will I go? Which way will I go? Which way will I go? Ah, now I'll get up here. Another canny hill. I like coming up this hill, like. I've got the full ordnance survey map on of the country. And I'm always looking at ordnance survey maps. I don't know about you, I love maps. Ordnance survey maps are just a work of art, aren't they? I tell you another thing I like to do when I'm plotting routes. I'll talk about this in detail another time. But you can go on a website called Where's the Path, right? And click anywhere on it. It'll tell you the grid reference, right? And if you want to have a look, like for example, if you want to have a look at some woodland or whatever, or a bridleway or a trail, you can then copy that grid reference and then paste it into another website called Geograph. And if anybody has been out on the bike or for a walk in that area who's got a camera over the years, which is, you know, 9 times out of 10 likely, there'll be a photo posted of it, and it'll give you an idea if the trail's rideable or not. Yeah. There's the sustenance signs I was telling you about. So up there, right, that goes up the Wascally Way, Whitehaven, 109 mile. That way goes to Concert, Stanley and Sunderland. Sunderland's 27 mile. And then I think somebody's moved that around. Oh no, they haven't. That one there, Rowland's Gill down there, that's a Derwent walk. That'll take you down to the River Tyne. I've seen quite a few of those butterflies, what do you call them? The so red admirals. The red ones, aye. Red admiral. Nice to see, isn't it? Nature. This is probably what I love about being on the bike. Whoa, whoa. Big lorries let us past. How mint is that? Was a zebra crossing day, but he didn't have to. Courtesy, man. Takes nothing, does it, to be nice to each other. I just want to pre-warn you, like on these rides, I do speak a lot of absolute nonsense. I can't help it. Yeah, you can tell I was brought up on the Rocky films. Thank you. Yeah. Textbook. That's how you do it. You've got to rely on the goodwill of drivers here to get across this road. That's how long it takes us. Whoa. straight away. Must be a cyclist. I'm going to extend my route a little bit, going up to a place called Dipton, which is a hell of a climb actually. 17% I think it is, and I've got my own measurement system for like hills, gradients, comparable to Indian curries. So you've got your Kermas, which is like gentle 1%, 2%, and then you've got like your Rogan Josh Madras. Well, this one I'm going to be doing in a minute is like a Vindaloo. So yeah, it's a Vindaloo hill. Let's see if I can get up it. Rocky 4. This bit there's some fantastic trails. Right, just get me breath back. More trails. High up here like. This is actually part of the route, this. It's marked on the maps, just not well used. More trails. Trail mix. Apple. Interesting footage, yeah, but I take an apple out on every ride. You know the old saying, don't you? An apple on every ride can make you glide. No, I've just made that up. An apple on every trip can make you put something in the comments. This is where your tyres, lower pressure the better. I've got mine quite low, like 25 or something. Probably could have done with them at about 20 going down there. What do you want? Go out and be in the sunshine. Go on, you've got all that down there to play with. Right, I'm back. Back in my back garden here. It was a great ride that. Thanks for coming along, hope you enjoyed it. Give us a like if you're feeling generous, and see you in the next one.